Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Man, the Dallas Cowboys are making moves so fast that it's hard to keep up. My head is literally swimming. I mean, it's just spinning round and round and round and round trying to get this stuff together. But hey, that's the Dallas Cowboys for you. You know, they're always doing some stuff. So, Marco Columbo, who former offensive lineman for the Cowboys, who had been our offensive line coach, is now out, and Joe Philbin, who used to be with Mike McCarthy back with Green Bay, he was head coach of the Miami Dolphins for 3 years, is now becoming the offensive line coach. I got to tell you one thing. You've got a lot of experience that's going to be on this coaching staff. One thing you cannot say that we don't have. We've got guys that have been head coaches, not successful head coaches, mind you now, but guys that have been around everywhere in the NFL, which I think is actually going to be a good thing because, see, you may think you know everything. You know what? But see, I was once told the day you stop learning is the day you die. And that everybody out there, I don't care if it's a man who's homeless on the streets, everybody can teach you something that you did not know. I know a hell of a lot about woodworking and home improvements and home remodeling, cabinet making, but I'm far from knowing every single thing about it. And if you're open to learning, you can learn new things from somebody else. So it's actually great to have perspectives from across the NFL. Now, a lot of people will say, well, Jerry Jones, he wouldn't let Jason Garrett coach. Now, I'm actually going to go on the other side of this and ask the question, could Jason Garrett coach? We're under the assumption that Jason Garrett would be fine as a coach, but he never had that training, that 1 year under Nick Saban as just a quarterback coach. He was play caller for 3 years, and you kept seeing us do stupid things like being up against Green Bay and throwing the ball more than Green Bay, who was down 26-3 to Matt Flynn and losing it. You've seen times where they made Bobby Carpenter look like a Hall of Famer, a guy we drafted that was a complete bust. You were up by 21 points against the Detroit Lions, yet we're throwing the ball pixes to Bobby Carpenter, gets 2 in a game. So he's had opportunities, and they said, you know what, you're not really that good at that. And they took it away. Now, we're under the assumption, or everybody's under the assumption and saying, well, Jason Garrett, he wasn't able to coach. But could Jason Garrett coach? I don't know. And maybe Jason Garrett had limitations because of the lack of experience elsewhere. And here's where you have to wonder, with the Dallas Cowboys constantly bringing guys from the same organization, guys that played in the 90s and the 2000s and things like that, that they're not giving you a different view of anything other than what the Dallas Cowboys did all along. And maybe herein lies the problem. It's kind of like you're in a bubble. This is how we do things. We don't know any other way to do it. And what do I always tell you guys? I don't care. Oh, man, wait a minute. Let's get open for business here. I'm sorry. And let's wake up the football gods here. Wake up, guys. Wake up. There you go. I don't care who you are or how good you are. If you continue to do the exact same thing, even if you're on top, and have the attitude, well, I am the king shit, and I'm on top, and this is the way I do it. You know what's going to happen to you? Barnes & Noble, they used to be on top. Blockbuster Video, they used to be on top. All of these companies that do not evolve, somebody else figures out what the next thing is. Or they figure out what you're doing and how to do it better. I got my shot glass shells that I'm real proud about. I said, man, this thing's pretty cool. There ain't nothing like it out there right now, right? No, man, these are the bomb. And somebody just sent me a picture and said, hey, man, here's my version of your shot glass shells that I was inspired by what you do. They're really nice. I'm like, damn, that's better than what I'm doing. Just like that. Somebody else goes right past you. And I think with the Dallas Cowboys constantly bringing in the Marco Columbos and the Jason Garretts, and the John Kitnas and, and everybody who's been related to the organization, their family. We want them to have a job. It's all still exactly the same thing they knew. They're stuck in that small town America, and this is the only thing they've seen. They haven't been to the big city and seen all of the other new stuff and conveniences of life. And now you've got Joe Philbin, who head coach of the Miami Dolphins, been a head coach. Now he's a line coach. So he understands soup to nuts, the whole kit and caboodle. Maybe what he did in Miami didn't work, but then sometimes when you fail, it's a teaching exercise to say, what did I do wrong and how can I do better? You look at the experience now in the coaching staff, this is night and day above anything we've had. Like I said, Jason Garrett, offensive quarterback coach, 1 year. Then, offensive coordinator, head coach. John Kitna, retired, high school coach, quarterback coach. Kellen Moore, backup quarterback, offensive coordinator. Marco Columbo, former player, offensive line coach. The experience, and I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that some of these guys weren't good coach. I think John Kitna is a hell of a coach. I think he ended up making the difference of Dak Prescott with his mechanics. Night and day different. But my point being is when you talk about experience around, the Cowboys did not have much experience as far as their coaching staffs went. And this is where I believe that this is all a good thing for the Dallas Cowboys. So I got to get back to packing my stuff and get it on the road. And I will see you guys later. See you soon.